up, guys? It's Thanksgiving today, and we are back, baby. We have another episode of making the drift sim right now. We finished up yesterday with some pretty good progress, I'd say. We have this little tab here pretty much holding the whole dash up. Obviously, we're gonna figure out a couple more tabs. I'm gonna foam the bottom like I had mentioned. And yeah, we're pretty much just working on like all this stuff. This has to get attached to all this nonsense somehow. And like, we just gotta make that work. We gotta brainstorm that. I need to fit my tablet up into here somehow still. I think I might even wanna paint all that black back there just to kind of make it look like an abyss. But yeah, my dad even said he might have like a crap radio. And we can put it in, where is it? Let me angle myself right there. We could put it inside of that hole where the radio goes. So I had some, but I threw them away because I was all like, I need to stop being a hoarder. And yeah, now I wish I would have kept them because just for this stupid reason. But let me gather my thoughts here and figure out where I'm gonna start. But my dad is on his way soon. All right, pause back over. He's cutting shit. And I'm doing stuff for the tablet. So I just bent the bottom of this. I marked some holes. I'm gonna screw them into there with those holes. This will sit like that, and it holds my tablet like perfect. So can't complain. Tablet's mounted up, absolutely perfect. Love it. We figured out where the shifter is gonna sit inside of the boot. Dad's got this little mechanism going on right now. It's gonna hold the shifter up, and then off the bat, we're gonna build the hydro holder and the button controls. So we're cruising along today. It's turkey day. Gobble, gobble, gobble. You ain't gobbling. Fit in there, nice. We are mocking up everything for all the controls like I had just talked about. But we're just making some good progress on it now. 2 pieces of angle iron, making some supports. Dad's brainstorming with this right now.
Be a tube off of here, and it's going to go to that center tube. So it'll bolt up to here, essentially sit like that.
And it's going to be
Sit like that.
12.5 inches up.
2 holes here.
And it's going to sit just like that.
Almost.
And I'm going to sit my butt right here. Play video games. You gotta have them. So we're all tacked up. This is the concept that we're dealing with. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in my chair. We got this all sitting here. Pa's got the hydro. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna kind of make it like a side column hydro. Like this. It's gonna come down here and sit as close to this console as possible. Ignore that. Let me put her back up there. Like that. Whoop. And then this will sit below it. This will sit like this. I'm not showing, I'm showing my pant leg. Like this. So then it'll come up with a bar. We'll make our own bar, and it'll kind of be like the hydro in my car. And then I did go ahead and make an offer on eBay for a 4-inch deep dish wheel, because this is only 1 3/4 inches, and that is very, very shallow. So, but once we pull this out with a deep dish, it'll be perfect. Perfect digital dash. And yeah, I'm hyped. It's coming out good. So we got 2 little foot pegs hanging off the side here. We're bolting a piece of angle iron to the side of the chair. And that is going to be our detachable point from all the buttons and the hydro and all that stuff. Because, like, let's just say, I don't know, I play a lot of RuneScape, right? So let's just say I get on a RuneScape kick and I'm kind of just like, man, this freaking sim chair is in my way. And just unbolt it, move it to the side, the dash is just chilling there, and it's completely out of my way. I mean, I have all the room then for my other desk. So, super nice to have a detachable point. That's what we got going on right now, though. We're just cruising along, piece by piece. Can't rush a process like this, just because, you know, you get shitty results when you do that. So for the center console here, we are going to run a pipe off the bottom and attach it onto these 2 holes. That's just something we kind of just made up right now. That was kind of an executive decision, because it already rests on all this up here, like, really good. So, I mean, all you'd have to do is just put the 2 bolts there, plate, tube, weld. Dad's already got that going on right now. Plate, tube, boop, weld. Attached to the bottom, ran up, bolted, sturdy, that simple. And then the next step is going to be something here to hold the button panel right here. Pa's marking out a tube over here. It's gonna have to set it at a little bit of an angle. I'm gonna take like a piece of flat stock or something, and it's gonna just like come off the side of it. Yada yada. You'll see better when it's over here. But I'll show you guys where we're gonna put the buttons. So we got 1 convenient space left, right? 1 super convenient space. So I am going to take this, and it's gonna go right here. Look at that shit, boys. How clean is all that, huh? That's what I'm talking about. Wouldn't have been possible without Pa. I'm not that much of a fabricator. Look at him. I mean, I can do some fabbing, but I don't have a welder. He's got like a mini... What is that? That's like a mini bandsaw, isn't it?
Portaband.
Portaband. Yeah. Like, look at that shit. Come on. I don't got none of that stuff. Dads have that stuff. We got our 2 pieces. Boop. Just like that. That's gonna get welded on to our contraption over here. That's just kind of gonna sneak into there. We're just gonna use the original clamp, tighten it down, angle it to where I want it, Dad'll tack it, and then finish welding it to there. I'd say it's that simple, but there's just more to it than that. So all the welding is done. It's, let me see here, 2:44 on Thanksgiving. Dad took off, he went back home, spent some time with Mom. They're coming over for Thanksgiving with me tomorrow, having Thanksgiving with my wife's parents today. So that's why I was out here doing this, because I don't have to be inside till 4, boys. So we're working on the sim. We're gunning for it. We wanted it to get done. So we got quite a bit going on here. Seat's a little crooked. Wow. This is just crazy to take all this in. This looks super good. And then we don't have the pipe on right now for the hydro. Pipe is right here. I need to drill the holes. That's what I was doing. I just wanted to stop and take an update because this just has me cheesing. Like, this is awesome. This is way too cool. Plus, once you get the, the tablet sits in there, that's gonna be sick. But let me quit yapping, fire up some more Crete for myself, and drill these holes. So this is it, boys. Handbrakes on, control panel, shifter, everything. We're good to go. Everything's all fabbed up. Beautiful piece of machinery we got here. So it's Thanksgiving, so that's gonna end what I got going on right now. I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna enjoy my time with my family, and I'll just take this apart and we'll paint it, probably, maybe not tomorrow. We'll have to figure out our free time. But that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm just gonna pick this back up, obviously at a later date. So, see you guys at that time. Yo, what's up guys? We're back with another Sim Dash video. So right now, it needs to get taken apart so I can paint it and sand it and make it look nice and get it worthy of putting inside of my game room. The monitor comes tomorrow. I ordered some HDMI cables, like a 10-foot one, or actually one was 8 foot, one was 6 foot, and then I already have quite a bit. So then I ordered like a USB extension with like a little USB box so I can plug in all the USB crap with that and be a distance away from my computer. So, but yeah, that's enough babbling. Let me start ripping this thing apart step by step. This has to come off. Where I'm gonna put all the things, not sure yet, to be determined. Right there, that looks great. These 2 bolts came out of here. So this can go back like that. Look at this POV. Usually I'm always doing the one recording everything. These bolts were just pretty much set on here for picture purposes. I need to go get better bolts for the old hydro bar. I particularly need to get a bolt that's like the same width as this so that when you pull it, there's no wiggle room from bottom to top. It's just a sturdy bar. These bolts are too small, but that's okay. What do we got? This one's off next. It's crazy having all my like sim stuff out here. I can unbolt it from here, I guess. I'll do that when everything's apart. What do the boys think? Talk to the tube.
Talk to the tube.
Talk to the tube. Let them know what you think about the sim. Are you fucking crazy for this shit? Or what?
It's gonna be gravy. It's gonna be a ripper.
She's gonna be nice. I'm excited. It's a cool unit. I never thought I'd have my first Honda Civic Dash inside of my game room. So yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Easy enough.
This. Super nice system. My dad's an absolute animal. He probably would never call himself a fabricator, but how I'd be fabbing up, you know what I'm saying? So this is the shifter, the hydro, and the button control, the whole system in one piece. Super cool design. Sorry I don't have any blueprints if you guys wanted to recreate this, but take a good hard look at it. One more thing. I literally just have to take this off and sand it all just the way it is. I guess I'll end up pulling the frame off the bottom of the seat. It's just 4 bolts to do that. Obviously it'd be easier to paint it that way. But yeah. Pretty much as simple as that. It's all disassembled and now time to start sanding and painting. All right, so just a ridiculous amount of prep work, and I absolutely hate prep work. It sucks. But we're all prepped. We bondoed some nasty holes that were on here, sanded this down, sanded it with 600, super smooth. Sanded all that stuff. We have it all wiped down. I don't really have a lot of spray paint, but I'm gonna try to do what I can for tonight. I mean, it's still Thanksgiving today. I was supposed to be done working on this today, but I just got antsy, so. Gonna see what I can do. Gonna get to work. Okay, boys. Wink took off. 1:43 a.m. in the morning. It's the Friday after Thanksgiving. The shop was in absolute shambles. I swept up pretty much everything. We got a pile of shambles over there. This is the stuff we got to throw on the sim tomorrow. Everything's all painted. I painted it over there on the time lapse. I flipped it over, painted the other side over here. Just kind of did it on my own time. Tipped the table so we could paint the bottom of that. That's all curing over there. We got rid of the table over here, so that just brings out all that room again. Yeah. It's looking nice in here. But that's pretty much all I have for tonight. Sorry about the twisting on the... Takes me a second to turn it around to talk to myself because I still don't have my tripod. Because I broke it. You guys heard that in the other video. So, I will pick this up tomorrow when I'm reassembling all this stuff. I was just about to go in the house when I forgot to say something about the hydro bar. I had taken this and I sanded it with the DA, and it was done with, I don't want to say 240, then 600, then 1000, then 1500, and then I polished it with a wheel that I had for a drill. And it came out really nice. But yeah, now I'll see you guys later. Yo, what's up guys? I was literally gonna say it's the next day, but that's a lie. It's literally the same day, just hours later. So, this stuff has been hanging overnight. Everything is dry to the touch. I think I'm gonna bring these two pieces. I can put this on the seat before I go in the house, and then this I'll probably bring in the house and assemble while it's in there. And the desk, I'm really hoping that I am not going to have a problem getting this into my game room. So the reason why I'm like, might have even said this already earlier this morning or yesterday. The reason why I'm okay with like the matte black and gloss is because the new desk that I have that's going to go to the side of this literally has like this same texture on the top. It's just not a homemade desk. So I like to see how that matches. But anyways, that's enough yapping. I really don't think I'm gonna time lapse me putting it together. I mean, it's really not much. It's honestly, I think, it's like 6 bolts. A couple self tappers and like 6 bolts. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started this morning. Alright, well, we have the side shifter and the e-brake bracket over here. So I guess first things first, I just put the bolts in this. I'm gonna go ahead and snug this back up while it's face level. That'll just be nice. Nice and easy. Boys, I still can't believe how the hydro handle turned out. Hey, come on! Let's go! That's gonna be crispy. And then we'll get like a Vans Cult grip for the end. Come on. Little spicy. I was supposed to stick my tongue on it, but I can't make a sound and do it at the same time. Fucking bear with me, okay? Alright boys, another thing that was up for a big debate was the paddle shifters. We cut them all the way down to this before, and this just still wasn't good enough for me. We cut them and bent them. My deep dish wheel I'm getting is this is only 1 inch and 3/4. The other wheel I'm getting is literally 4 inches. Like the deep is 4. It's so big. So these paddle shifters were literally just in the way. I know that looks gaudy, but I was not ripping all this apart to get that off there. To be honest, listen. I can reach behind there and use the button still if I want. It'll work perfect. This will be up in my column. You won't even see it, but it is what it is. Paddle shifter out. Alright, so we have the main bracket back in the middle. We have 2 screws right here. The whole dash is like super secure because it's pushing up against the plastic right there, and it pushes up against the plastic over here as well. But there's still just a couple spots on the bottom. Like I can get a nice piece of foam right here. I could get a nice piece of foam right here. Could probably get a couple pieces up in here and stuff. So I'm still gonna go ahead and spray the foam in there like I wanted to, just for extra structure. Well, boys, we're just waiting for the foam to dry right now, so let's just review what we got going on. Now that you guys can see it all a little bit better with it all apart, I already kind of showed it, but this was to hold the buttons. This was actually the plate that came with my stand to hold my shifter. We just reused it, welded a piece of angle iron on the bottom, and then bolted it, ran it down. We built another little arm off of that to hold the e-brake. This is also the bracket that came with my e-brake from eBay. We just welded that to here. Still detachable with these 4 bolts. Back here, this just holds the end of the center console, so we can still open the soda tray and shifter boots there. So the bottom of the chair, we ditched the original bracket and we made our own angle iron, squared it up. Really simple. There's already 4 holes in the bottom of the chair. Very like bolt holes. We just utilized those. Bolted it up. And you got a perfect chair. On the side of the chair there are 2 holes. Those 2 holes come to these 2 holes, which bolt it all together so this isn't sloppy, and my 200 and some pound ass is going to be sitting in this chair holding it all down. Over here, this is all mounted. Everything's good. What we did under here to secure it is we foamed it so it doesn't wiggle too much. Made sure that this was down as far as it could go. This bracket goes in here, it's pushing up into there, holding the dash where it needs to be. Also, it's pushing against the plastic on the side like I had mentioned, so it doesn't have very much wiggle room. We took this to modify the stand. We actually did nothing. The only thing I really did was cut the paddle shifters off the back of the wheel. That was necessary. And the only thing I'm really gonna have to change with the setup that I already have is, like I just mentioned before, this wheel is gonna have to just be a deeper dish. So I was trying to just go over all that with you guys. Anybody that has questions or anything, go ahead and ask me. I mean, if you were gonna do this setup yourself, you would literally have to use a US 92 to 95 EG Honda Civic dash. I mean, there's really no other way around it. I still have the glove box at my dad's house, and I'm really shooting on still having this piece at my dad's house. If I don't, they sell a delete plate on eBay that goes there for 20 bucks. It's not a big deal. So pretty much as of right now, I'm watching paint dry, and I'm just waiting for that foam to cure. It said it took 15 minutes to get hard, but it takes 8 hours to cure all the way. Hey, come on, don't do this to me. But it had to be done. It's extra structure. So it is what it is. You don't get something that's like, you know what they say, good things come with time. There we go. That's what I was going for. But let me just cut to when the foam is dry. The foam is still a tiny bit soft in the back, but I literally just threw a ridiculous amount of screws in here just to hold it everywhere. It ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna just bring it in the house. The foam don't stink, so the environment in the house, like with it being warm, will probably help it kick faster and whatnot. And plus, I'm just antsy to get this thing in the house. Now my game room is probably gonna smell like spray paint a little bit. Because you spray paint something, it still kind of smells like paint a little bit the next day. But round all this shit up and bring it in the house. Okay boys, we're in the game room. So we have removed the L desk. Our new monitor just came. Our other 2 that match the new one are right there. And we're gonna go ahead and start putting the back of the monitor mounts on all the Dell screens, and we'll get that on first. We'll get the 3 monitors hanging out, and then we'll start putting everything else together. The rest of it, like the chair and stuff, is sitting in my front room because I'm just trying to save space in here right now. I know the GoPro quality is kind of ass when we're inside, but 3 screens are set up. They're a little wonky. They need some adjusting still. I don't want to get too carried away unless we have everything set up. I don't know if I want to angle them down more or what needs to happen, so I don't want to get too carried ahead of myself before I get everything else kind of set up. We're going to be running out of room here, so for Christmas I put on my wish list 2 new chairs because we're really going to be smushing them together here. Check it out, boys. It's an absolute mess right now. Not a single cord's plugged in. Kind of just hanging out right now. We got the tablet sleeved up in there. Steering wheel. Chair's got to go up. Computer's literally sitting against the wall. The sketchiest as it could possibly be. We just got $1,500 floating in the air over here, kinda. But the desk is still sturdy. It's not going anywhere. It's not gonna fall. I'm gonna end up getting everything all mocked up for sure. Like get it all together and play it a little bit tonight probably. Just to see what's going on here. But right now, my parents just got here and I'm eating another Thanksgiving. So I'll be back at this in a little bit. Well boys, here's it is, you know. I did not tighten up any of the monitors or anything. All the cords are hanging everywhere. Quite the mess still. I pretty much just wanted to make sure that everything worked, which I had to sit here and mess with the screens for absolutely forever to get those to work. So what I'm gonna do right now is put on my head mount and let you guys watch me rip it for a little bit. Fuck yeah, boys. Huh? What do we think? This shit's pretty dope, huh? We got clutch, gas, brake on the dash. We got tire temperature. When I shift, it shows up. Revving. How cool, boys. I mean, that's it. That's all there is to it. I mean, I have to clean up all the cords. I get my other dash, my other screen, all that stuff will come. I literally just threw this all together. There's gaps in my monitors yet. They're not even. My boom mic's hanging down. Like, I just had to play, you know? Had to play. So pretty much, that's gonna end today's video. Hopefully you guys like that crap. This is really cool. It was all worth it to me, to be honest. So, like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content. And as always, you guys have a nice night.